So we're almost to tract 20 at Fiery Fork Ridge. We're headed south on the private gravel easement road, and we're kind of going through the timber here. I think we've gone about 1.5 miles on the private road. We've gone through the timber, it opens up. You can see a meadow on the right side, and that means we're getting close. That's tract 19 on the right. We're getting close to tract 20. And they're about 150 feet ahead of us. I can see the survey marker, which means we have arrived at tract 20. So there, if you look off to the right, you'll see a T-post and a wooden stake, and there'll be a survey pin at the base of that wooden stake. Tract 20 is fully surveyed. Everything you see on the right. It's got this beautiful chunk of meadow. There's a large cedar tree there. And I believe behind that cedar tree, that's a walnut tree. They lose their leaves quickly. It's a perfectly healthy tree, as far as I know. But the walnuts are one of the first to lose their leaves as I drive off the road here. Okay, let's hop out and we'll have a look at tract 20. So tract 20 has a really nice meadow here on its east side. I apologize for not shutting off the truck, but it didn't want to start this morning, and I don't want to deal with it, so I'm just going to leave it running. So as we look north, of course, tract 20 on the left. But it's got this very large flat meadow. I mean, it's just tailor-made to pull right off and build or camp or whatnot here. You wouldn't have to clear out a single tree or anything. I mean, this is just ready to go. It's beautiful. It kind of slopes down gently as we go west, and then we run into that timber. And let's go have a look at the mature timber here on tract 20. Now, tract 20, it has frontage on the private easement road as well as that private trail which goes down to the river. And that's just for property owners at Fiery Fork Ridge. That's not a public access river spot, it's private. So that's pretty great. I'll just walk back in here a little bit and see what we can see. That looks like a red oak. I've seen a lot of white oak out here. I can hear the nuts falling all around me. I mean, you can see some big mature timber here on tract 20. I can see a lot of smaller stuff, but then I can definitely see some bigger stuff. I believe tract 20 had an old cabin site, which I can maybe just see here through the leaves. See that black mass? That's an old cabin site that has fallen down. I think the farmer or his son used that decades ago as a little hunting cabin. So there's like an old heater or something there. It's a little messy, but it's not bad. It's just that one little spot. So sloping down as we look to the west, you could definitely build back here. Or if you wanted to make things super easy, just build up here in the meadow on the east, or park your RV when you're using it out here. But this meadow just continues. It's a huge meadow. There's a massive oak tree up there as well. So you're extremely close to the Little Niangua River, and you've got that trail on the south end here, which takes off down the hill and leads directly to the river. So this is a pretty awesome site. You also have access to the Fiery Fork Conservation Area. There's a nice road between tracks 5 and 6 up there to the north. We actually passed it to get here. And that shoots off straight to the Fiery Fork Conservation Area, which is over 1,000 acres of public land that you can use for hunting, recreation. It actually, I believe, borders the Little Niagara River for over a mile, and there are several access points. But here with the private access, the road anyway, directly adjacent to Track 20, that'd be a lot closer. But pretty great to be able to own and maintain a property this size and still have direct access to over 1,000 acres of public land that you can use and enjoy as well. Really nice property. It's windy today. I don't know if the microphone's picking that up. It's windy, but it is beautiful. I mean, it's a peaceful feeling out here. The meadow and the mature timber. The wildlife is incredible. The deer and the turkeys, or turkey, I'm not sure which is correct. Maybe it's regional. And then you're just walking distance to the Little Niagara River where you can fish, put in a canoe or a kayak or float. And we're 10 miles from Camdenton and the Lake of the Ozarks. So there's something for everybody to do out here. I mean, everybody in the family and all your friends. There's something for everybody. When the kids get bored of camping, they can go the 10 miles into Camdenton and spend the day at a water park. There's a lot to do. So that's Tract 20 at Fiery Fork Ridge with my noisy truck in the background.